pretty, sparkly and full of creativity. Welcome to my channel. Let's make something beautiful. Hi everyone, so today I'm going to make another card using the gorgeous Mermaid Lagoon collection. This is the brand new release by Wow Embossing powder. These are the swatches, all of the powders that are included in this set. And today I'm going to use Enchanted Gardens, and I'm going to add a little bit of a Siren call in the mix too. It's these last two that you've seen on my swatches. To start with, I've die cut a window to a 6x6 inch white card, and I used the nested marquise die set by Lisa Horton's Crafts. I also have a frame to go around it by using the same die and one slightly larger one. The trellis die cut is from the Floral Wishes collection, which is also by Lisa Horton's Crafts. And here I have a piece of card. This is a white card, just large enough to fit behind the window. And I'm inking it up with my brayer and the brand new Wow Ultimate ink pad. And then I'm going to use Enchanted shadows to heat set this with. So I'm covering the entire panel in this embossing powder. You may think that I use a lot, but I really don't. Look, when I pop it back in the pot, it's almost still full. So these little pots go really a long way. And here I'm heat setting it, and you can see the magic of it changing into that gorgeous glossy finish. This is why I love heat embossing it. It's just magical every single time. And just look at that pretty color on my card. This is going to be the panel behind my opening. In order to do that, first I have to glue the trellis die cut behind the window, just using my liquid glue. And sticking this die cut on top of that. Later on I'll come back and I'll add the thin frame around my opening as well in that. Then I have some foliage die cut. You could see these dies used in my stash or in my videos a lot. I do love that this die set has dies to go both directions for the leaves. I absolutely love that. So that's why I probably reach for them so often. These are from Chloe's Creative Cards, and these are from the Leafy Foliage dies. I've dumped them all into the Ultimate ink pad, and now I'm sprinkling some of the Siren coal on top of these. This is the darker of the two shades that I'm using. And you can see how patchy they are. I'm not covering the entire leaf with these. What I'll be doing, I'll sprinkle the Enchanted shadows on top of that. What that does, it will stick to everywhere that the darker shade hasn't got to yet. And then I'm melting the two colors together with my heat gun, and you'll see how lovely these leaves are. You can see both colors. You can see against the Enchanted shadows background there. It is much darker, it's patchier, but it still has that same tone, undertone. So I absolutely love these. For my flowers, I used the Lazy Daisy die set by Lisa Horton's Crafts, and the two ink pads I used to add color is one of the Color Shift ink Coral Waters, and the other one, the darker one, is the Very Berry Interference ink pads. They are both gorgeous. You can see that lovely shine and sparkle as it changes the colors when you tilt it to the light. And here I'm just arranging them on the panel to see if there's anything else I would like to add to this. And I thought it was a bit too white. I would have loved a little bit of a color. So I brought in the same ink pad, the Coral Waters Color Shift ink pad. And I'm adding it just light-handedly, where I'm trying light-handedly all along the four edges and the four corners. But then I do go a little bit heavier in one of the corners, and some sort of a line appears in there. It goes very heavy. I do not like that look. So you will see what I do to fix that up. I will show you just in a little second. Just in there, can you see all that line there? I just went very heavy, or something got stuck onto the brush that left that mark in there. But to be honest, in the end, it turns out to be one of those Bob Ross moments, like no mistakes, just happy accidents. Because I decided to spritz it with water in here, and I'm letting that ink to react with the water. And this is not watercolor card, it's a heavyweight 300 GSM white card, and it takes the water quite well. I dabbed any excess off, and then I came in with some pigmenting. This is the re-inker from the Cloyd 9 ink pads, and I'm adding some white splatters as well. And together with those softer looks from the water, with these stronger white dots, it's just going to be such a gorgeous background. I absolutely love it, and you'll see this on close-ups at the very end of this video. it looks so much nicer than just the ink blended background. And that's what I meant by happy accidents, because I was very happy that I made that mistake. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have added the ink splatters in there, and I just like the overall look of the card much better. So in here, I'm gluing that thin frame around the opening, and I die cut that same frame with the same die I die cut the window from, and one size larger. And this is the front panel ready, and it was in here that I decided I wanted to raise this on foam pads to add a little bit of a dimension to my card. So I am going to stick the heat embossed panel. This is the one that we heat embossed at the start with the Enchanted shadows. And then I am going to take another piece of card. So my card base measures 6.5 inches square, and then this panel is 6.25 inch square, and I'm just adding the same coral waters all around the edges. I went heavy-handed, so I dragged the ink pad. Anything left on my mat, I just keep dabbing this piece of card into it. I've had this for a while, so I have gathered all different shades of yellows and pinks on it. It's a piece of watercolor card, so it takes the water very well, and I will be able to use it on a different card for some embellishments. That's a good way not to waste all that ink that is left on my mat from all the different projects. In here I layered all these on top of the card front, and now I'm going to use my hot glue just to add the embellishments, and I'm going exactly in the same pattern as I showed you earlier on, just adding the leaves on either side and then the flowers in the middle. For the sentiment, I picked out the thank you from the More Fabulous Fonts Stamp and Die Set by Lisa Horton's Crafts again, and I've die cut it with the matching, so I stamped it with the very berry interference ink, die cut it with the matching die, and I die cut it once again to layer the sentiments on top of each other. Now in here I realized that I needed to add foam pad behind it just to make up for that height difference. So in here I'm trying to weave some of the foam pads through underneath the grids in there from the trellis die cut, and that's what I'm going to stick my sentiment to in there. So peeling back the backing in there just underneath, and then reinforcing it with some liquid glue, and then simply I'm just going to stick my sentiment on top. And just to finish decorating the flowers, I added some water droplet beads, which are completely clear ones. They look white in here because of the glue, but once that dries back clear, all you will be able to see is that color with the glue reacting with the ink underneath, and you'll see that on some close-up image just in a minute. So the two embossing powders we used today is the Siren cone and the Enchanted shadows to create a gorgeous background and the leaves. And these are the other colors in the set. I've already shared some videos, and there are some more videos coming up, so make sure you stay tuned to my channel. And if you are shopping on the Wow Embossing website, either the UK or the US one, make sure to use my discount code WowDTKatarina, as you can see it on my screen now, for 10% of your purchase. This is an affiliated code. It will get me a little kickback, but at no extra cost to you. And here are the lovely close-up images of the gorgeous soft background and the finished of flowers. How pretty is this card? Do let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of this one? Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more pretty and sparkly crafts, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy crafting!